Convert It for Illustrator can provide image formats, PNGs and JPEGs, for business systems and websites. But when we get into the real world, we find out that the users actually keep multiple images in a single Illustrator file. In this case, they've got a black and white sketch, and then they have a sketch for each color. The business system is going to want these separate and individual files. So they're going to want a kelp file, a titanium file, a slate file. And in the case of the black and white, you'll see there's using some text callouts. So we've got a thread diagram, and we've got some details that are called out. So the business system is going to want 3 files for the black and white sketch, and it's going to want 1 file for each of the colors. So to easily do that, Convert It can provide these files based on layer separation. So when I save this file to my target location, demo targets, and I say save, we'll see that the JPEGs and PNGs that are created are not only of the whole file, but they're also of the individual pieces that the other systems need. So if we look, we can go back to Finder, and we'll see our demo target. We just have the single AI file. But if we go to our PNG targets, we actually have a body with details, a body with thread. We have a kelp, and we have a titanium, and we have a slate, and then we also have one of the entire file. If we look at our JPEGs, we can see something similar, and then that we have our body, our details, our thread diagram, and one for each color. But notice we're missing the entire file. That's easy to explain if we go back to Illustrator and look how I set up the preferences for Convert It. We can see that for the JPEGs, I enabled layer separation to include the sublayers, but I said layers only. I don't want the entire file. Whereas when I said PNG, I said enable layer separation and include the sublayers, but I do want the entire file, so I didn't say layers only. We can control the way that Convert It creates these individual items by using layer separation, and whether or not we include sublayers and whether we want the whole file. We also notice that for JPEGs, we have the capability of doing artboard separation. So if we save artboard separation and click here, and then we use a file that's actually got artboards on it. So here's a file that if we look has 2 artboards, white shirt, red shirt, and also several layers. So we can see that the layers are also set up. So what we'll find is we can use layer, sublayer in combination with artboards. So if I save this file to my target location, and that's not fresh images, it needs to be demo targets, and I say save, and then we'll wait for the JPEGs to be created and the PNGs to be created. So if we go to Finder, we'll see now that in our target location we have the t-shirts 1, and in our JPEG location we have t-shirts, the red, which was one artboard, and the white, which is the other. But if we look at PNGs, we can see that they have the individual layer sublayers pulled out by white and red. So you can make a combination of layer separation and artboard separation to get the individual images out of the Illustrator document and sent to your business system. This allows the designers to keep their related images all in one file, making it easy for them to work on them. But then when they save it to a target location, the target systems automatically get the image types that and number of images that they need.